Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
How's the sun this morning?
What about it?
Is it bright?
It's a bright shiny day.
You're prepped and ready for the sun.
I am.
Yeah.
Why?
Feel on top of your head.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Blair slept in this morning. Made us almost late.
Hey, I asked if I needed to set an alarm last night, and he said no.
Here's an adventure, here's a change. It might take a minute, but you'll be a-okay. Here's a sky for the pie, and everything is possible.
Blair. What's worse than stepping on a Lego?
I stepped on an outlet plug today, and the two prongs went into the bottom of my foot. It was
I don't mean to laugh at you,
horrible.
but Blair said bad things when that happened.
It hurts so bad.
She's got 2 bruises on the bottom of her feet right now.
Yep. And a tiny little scab.
Yep.
Or a blood blister, one of the two. I don't remember.
Wow.
Yeah, it hurt like the dickens. It was so bad. Oh.
Cheers, Blair.
Cheers, Brad.
Cheers, adventurers. We are currently parked in Connecticut at an orchard.
Called
I don't know.
Bishop's Orchard.
Bishop's Orchard.
Yeah.
I just go where I'm told. Blair's like, go here. I said, okay.
I'm the navigator.
And the worrier.
I worry. Oh my god, today I was worrying. We drove 95 north through the outside of New York City,
So
but
the
it was
George
by
Washington
far
Bridge.
not that far outside of New York City. It just kind of skirts the edge, so it made me very nervous
Yes.
with the traffic, the Labor Day traffic and noon lunchtime traffic. I was gripping the side of my seats. But he did great, of course.
We have been to DC, so went to Alexandria. We spent a night at a Harvest Host.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Yeah.
Been gifted some backwoods country moonshine
It looks like urine.
as the flavor of peach. I hope it's not urine. It doesn't smell like urine. Mmm. No, that's really good. That's like sipping moonshine.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a thing.
I can smell the alcohol.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Good.
I was informed by Jimmy
And some burning butter over there.
that this will get, it's so good you forget that you're drinking some significant gasoline.
Yeah. It's very good.
Very good.
They have a very good beer selection.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty on. He's not a beer drinker.
I drink this.
A whiskey. Plenty on tap. Plenty bottled. Plenty canned. They typically have either a food truck or a tent set up for different apps and foods and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
They've got event space above and plenty of outdoor space. Dogs are welcome as well.
Yep. Cool place.
Yeah, very cool place. And the parking is across the street. They've got 4 reserved spots for up to 50 feet worth of RVs. Yeah.
We then left and drove to Baltimore. Blair had never been to Fort McHenry before, so we stopped at Fort McHenry and saw where the Star Spangled Banner was pinned right off the coast there. We toured the fort. We met this really amazing volunteer there named John. Randomly walked into him on the sidewalk, just started a conversation and a chat. And he's like, you have to see this. You have to see this. You have to see this. Did you know about this? Did you know about that? And it was a wonderful little insider kind of tour with him.
Yeah. He made the day.
He made the day.
And I was like, oh, are you here every day? And he said, no, I'm only here
2 days a week.
2 Saturday mornings out of the month.
Yeah. So random that we walked into him
and
that day.
Yeah. So we say hello to him and his wife.
If you've never been to Fort McHenry and you find yourself in Baltimore, go. And do not go to the fort until you have stayed inside and waited for the video to play.
Oh.
And when the video ends, don't leave because something very, very special happens and it's fantastic.
The end of the video.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It took me off guard.
Yeah.
And it gave me chills. Yeah, it's perfect. They have recently renovated. I think they completed that visitor center back in 2011 and have continued to develop the park. They did a fantastic job. It's very close to Baltimore or the outlying suburbs of Baltimore. And so there's plenty of people running, walking.
The neighborhood right beside it is a great little neighborhood. Walking, running trails. So want to get some exercise in while you're there. It's
right on the harbor, yeah.
There's probably 8 RV/bus parking spots there.
Yeah.
You can squeeze your RV in. We have a 30-foot Airstream and then whatever foot truck. I don't know what the total length is, but it's approaching 45 to 50 feet.
Yeah.
We backed up in there pretty easily.
My dad and a bottle of liquor left home that December. Been years, but I still remember. Pack my bags, get my ghost. Just when I was losing hope, I saw you standing there on the street.
Wow.
And you said, "Do you wanna go see the world?"
We didn't do anything else in Baltimore. We just got back on the highway and drove to Philly. And in Philadelphia, actually in New Jersey, on the Jersey side of the river, we stayed at a Harvest Host there, a climbing gym.
Mm-hmm. Elite
Climbing, Harvest Host. Fantastic place, very quiet parking lot. At night. Felt very safe there. You are 15 minutes from downtown Philly and all the things you want to see downtown. So it's a pretty short ride.
Yeah.
And we stayed there for a night and we rock climbed on the gym and we went to downtown. The next morning we got up and we drove the rig down to the port.
Penn's Landing.
Penn's Landing, and we parked the RV on Penn's Landing. There's a transit police there all the time, so we parked right behind them and stayed there for 4 hours or so. We just paid for curbside parking.
Yeah.
And we saw the Liberty Bell. We went to Independence Hall. We did the museum. We did the visitor center. We did the Love Park. We did Betsy Ross House.
We walked through the Reading Street Market.
Yeah. It was really great. I wish we hadn't. We kind of felt rushed where we were parked, and Piper was in the house, and Scout was in the house, so we didn't really want to spend too much time there. And we'd both been to Philly many years ago, independently of each other too. So it was more of a, what can we see together while we're here, real quick, and get out.
We'll be like kings and queens running these lonely streets of the world.
Which hat?
I don't know. You wear your Liberty hat.
It's because we're seeking liberty.
Give me liberty or
Peace.
peace.
Who made the speech?
You? I'm just kidding.
No.
I thought it
can.
was justice.
Give me liberty or give me justice.
Or death.
Or peace.
Peace.
Or money.
Money! I don't think it was that.
Welcome to our random conversations. We are standing outside of Independence Hall where the signing of the Declaration of Independence happened. We're about to go inside and check this place out. Right across the way is Liberty Bell. This whole park down through here has recently been renovated. It's a pretty great place. It's been many years since I've been here. But pretty cool trip on our seemingly American Revolution trail that we are on at the moment.
It seems like it, yeah.
We'll be like kings and queens riding these city streets. We're gonna rule the world. We're gonna rule the world. Build it up to burn it down. Nothing can stop us now. We're gonna rule the world. We're gonna rule the world. We'll be like.
What?
You know what happened on that side of town?
No.
Which way is that? So if that's east, that is
That's west.
west what?
West Pennsylvania.
No. What city are we in?
Oh! West Philadelphia, born and raised. We're at the Reading Street Market. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Oh, I can see the picture. My dad and a bottle of liquor. Left home that December. Been years, but I still remember.
All right, Blair.
What's up, Brad?
You have a what?
We have a loaded Philly cheesesteak.
I
So
see a
far,
bite
so
mark.
good. Yep. Provolone cheese, grilled onions, grilled peppers. Chopstick.
We'll be like kings and
On December 7th, 1736, Benjamin Franklin co-founded the Union Fire Company, also known as the Bucket Brigade. It was the first formally organized all-volunteer fire company in the colonies.
the world. We'll be like. We're gonna rule the world. We're gonna rule the world. We'll be like. We're gonna rule the world. We're gonna rule the world.
Hi, adventurers. So we have toured around Philly, headed back to the Airbnb now. Go do some more touring around Philly. Behind us here is the Irish and Scottish Museum for when they first came to America. And this is also the spot of Tun Tavern, which was a bar in Philadelphia and where the first recruiting happened for the United States Marine Corps. The Continental Congress in 1775, July actually, but on 10 November is when it became official. 1775 is when the Continental Congress declared that 2 battalions of Marines be raised, but they started recruiting here at the Tun Tavern. So somebody walked in and said, "Hey, I need some people to be Marines." And I said, "All right, we've been drinking enough to sign up for that. Let's go." And since then, Marines have been drinking enough worldwide. So Fidel, that's all. I think you could spend a week in Philly and see some really neat stuff you spent if you had time there.
You have all of the history. You have
Yeah.
so many museums. You have different riverfront parks. There's 2 separate riverfront parks. There's Rocky Steps and Statue.
We didn't get to visit because damn Justin Bieber. Hey Blair, you know what's behind that fence?
Yes.
What?
The Rocky statue and the Rocky Steps.
Damn it.
And Justin Bieber is here.
Justin Bieber.
So I can't run up them. Dang it.
Yep.
A lot of other people were really happy that Justin Bieber was there.
Where we were.
And his counterparts. But man, so many streets were blocked.
The whole downtown around
the
that art
park.
museum where those steps are and the Rocky Museum, Rocky statue is, it was blocked off for blocks.
Yeah.
And it was the American Made Festival.
Music festival.
American Made Music Festival.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Justin Bieber was there as the headliner. So
I didn't get to run up my Rocky Steps.
I know, dang it. We made a valiant effort because we drove this rig all through downtown Philly trying to get there and then trying to get out.
Yeah.
With all the block streets. So we got some
And the one-way road.
pretty tight, narrow areas coming out.
Yeah.
But Blair is...
I am riddled with anxiety. I get so nervous. Oh. I mean, I can 2 inches of clearance on each side. That's tough.
It's my expert driving skills. That's what I'm going to equate it to.
That's exactly what it is. And I don't have them.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Oh, and I just worry about the awning ripping off.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. But we made it.
Again.
We're back on a highway.
Another city. Then we made our way up near Allentown, Pennsylvania to visit with some wonderful dear friends of mine that I met 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago now. I guess it was 2009 when I met them. So Harry and Bonnie, I met them and we had just a wonderful connection. And since then, we've been pen pals and email pals and phone calls on occasion, but Blair had never met them before. So we drove through and we parked our rig in their driveway. So they were our harvest host for the night. And we had a wonderful dinner and a wonderful time spent with them. And I really enjoyed their company and their fellowship and their friendship. And they sent us away with these wonderful goodies, these little cheesecake, cupcake things, and these little mint chocolate squares. And
Very good.
such a wonderful family and amazing humans. So we are thankful to have them in our lives. And then we stopped at a rest area and there was water everywhere. This is, again, our 4th RV and now the 4th RV that we have flooded in some capacity.
I think we learned.
I did the other 2. We collectively did this one because we didn't do our checks. We didn't go through our normal checklist.
Do the checklist.
Welcome back, Blair.
Thanks.
Where you been?
We are at Bishop's Orchard. So I went to the market.
What'd you find?
All kinds of goodies.
I got some steaks burning out there on our little charcoal grill.
Awesome.
What's happening right here?
It's a little muddy
Because
it rained.
But why is the rugs and things different right now? Because the back of our truck is littered with things drying.
Well, the same reason I got more paper towels and Clorox wipes.
So, tell us all about it.
They had a bit of a water mishap earlier.
Uh-huh.
So we changed our morning routine. Or I guess we got distracted during our morning routine. And I forgot to turn off the water pump.
It's we.
We forgot to turn off the water pump, which wouldn't have been an issue if we had turned off our battery disconnect as well. And unfortunately, we did not do that either walking out the door. So we drove an hour and a half down the road, made it to a rest stop.
Hit a whole lot of bumps.
A whole lot of bumps and potholes. We were driving I-95 north through New York.
So from Philadelphia to Connecticut.
Yeah, so we were driving I-95 north from Philadelphia to Connecticut through New York and outside of New York City.
Somehow
the bump, so we had the countertop on here. Somehow the bumps on the road jiggled this thing loose enough where it remained open. The water pump was on, so it continued to pump water. Some of which drained into the sink most of which spilled all over the countertop, onto the floor, down the countertop, under the stove, into the drawers, under the drawers, and on the back panel of the RV. So our bathroom rug is now our front rug, and all of our towels, including bath towels and kitchen towels and camp towels and front rug, are being dried outside.
Gotcha. All right. What did you find at the store?
All of our paper towels were soaked in the sink.
Public service announcement. Don't forget to do your checklist. Whatever it is that you do, or your partner does, or your travel buddy does, or whomever. We've been traveling for a long time, and we still miss things, and we still forget to do things, and we still ask. And even I did ask,
We did.
did you turn the battery off? And she said, I don't remember if I did or not. We should have pulled over right then and checked.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And then I said, I literally cannot remember if I turned the water pump off.
Yeah.
And at that point, we should have stopped. We were 5 minutes into our journey.
we even stopped. We even
10.
stopped to get gas. We could have got in the rig and while the gas was pumping, but I was cleaning windows and I didn't think about it. But anyway, that lesson learned. I didn't realize the pump could be vibrated on, which tells you, I mean, the spigot, the handle for the spigot was, we hit bumps so much that the spigot came on.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Minus the rough road day and rough things that have happened. So, this harvest is pretty great. We got a couple neighbors, so we're gonna hop out and go say hello to them and walk up here and go visit the orchard and the farm store and see what they have available. What'd you find?
So paper towels, Clorox wipes, some gluten-free bread, some fancy mixed fruit for Brad as a treat. It's been a rough day. They have quite a selection of my favorite Terra chips. I decided that since I had some of our jam from the farmer's market that I was going to make a baked free.
Okay.
So we'll make a baked free.
Oh.
We ate the last of our eggs this morning, so I got some more Nellie's eggs, and I got you some hot dogs for the grill in case you wanted some hot dogs instead.
Sweet.
For Piper's. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and the best part, this was an impulse buy. So we're at Bishop's Orchard and they have apples, so I got a little mini thing of apple cider.
Sweet.
To try. That's all.
I'm gonna go check on the steaks.
Awesome selection, and they have an ice cream parlor.
What?
They're open till 7.
Anything else, Will? Piper's knocked out on the floor. She just had a little bit of steak and some hot dog that we grilled on our little charcoal grill. And happy to be here. Happy to be hanging out. And happy adventures, everyone. Love you guys. Hope to see you on the road. If you see us, blow the horn, wave, send us a note, send us an email. We'd love to see you on the road.
Yeah.
And make some fellowship with you.